Good evening, all. During the October 10th discussion of the parent notification policy, one of the board members asked this question. If a student changes pronouns, is that a clear and present danger? I believe it is. And if you know anything about the impact of social transitioning on vulnerable children, I think you will agree. First, changing pronouns or names is not an insignificant act. Motives may vary, but a child or teen is basically declaring the following: I reject the body that I inhabit, and I am taking on a completely new identity. I don't want my parents to know because they may not unquestionably affirm my decision. This is not an inconsequential declaration. In fact, it may be the beginning, and often is the beginning, of a life-altering and irreversible journey. The teacher in the letter that Andy just read gave unconditional affirmation to the child as she encouraged that child to join, quote, quite a few students at Kramer that are on that same journey. This ought to raise some very serious questions. And yet a typical reaction to someone like me asking these questions is this: you hate transgender kids. Usually followed by, do not out kids to parents who might abuse them. To claim that parents are likely to abuse their children is outrageous. To encourage children to deceive their parents is equally outrageous and even dangerous. Is this teacher ready to rescue this child on a weekend when the psychological impact of living a lie becomes unbearable? We have to ask questions. Let's begin with, why has a once very rare condition of gender dysphoria skyrocketed into a common occurrence in some schools? Not all, but some. Why are billions of dollars being poured into, quote, gender-affirming care, end quote, led by CTA policy, a cooperative legislature, and CTA's biggest ally, Planned Parenthood? Why are other issues such as autism, ADHD, depression that affect 70% of these kids ignored? Why are detransitioners ignored and even vilified? Why should we be committed to affirm even young children when 70 to 90% of gender-questioning, non-affirmed children return to their biological sex?
Thank you, Ms. Cohn.
Changing pronouns are a clear and present danger. I've talked to parents. We need to listen to them.
Thank you, ma'am.